January 6, 2017. This is Journal TV and I'm Jerry Clark. It's time for the news, so let's get on with it. At the Tuesday, January 10th meeting of the Clifton Forge Town Council, a resolution of respect for former Mayor Duty Morris is expected to be read by Mayor Carl Brinkley. Morris died on December 14th. Also, the Town Council is expected to present the Storefront and Volunteer of the Year Awards from the Clifton Forge Main Street organization and formally pass a resolution enabled to use $30,000 from a joint fund with Allegheny County to assist in asbestos abatement on the former CSX property. On the agenda is also the election for town mayor and vice mayor. At Tuesday's Allegheny County Board of Supervisors meeting, County resident Joshua Rucker asked the board to support him in a request to the General Assembly to include Allegheny County in a key ABC law which will allow him to sell beer and wine during musical performances and festivals. Here he is talking about it.
The reason we need to do this, the music industry is just that. It's big business. The record labels own the majority of it, and nowadays it's a challenge for venue owners just to break even off ticket sales, let alone turn a profit. Due to copyright laws and infringements, you can't create and sell your own merchandise or t-shirts. Anything that's associated with a band or musician is owned by the label that is held by the band. The only way for venue owners to really turn a profit is off of their concession sales. So unfortunately, with big names, trying to bring in big names like Willie Nelson, or the crowd turnout could be nominal, even with a big name being brought into county. If people can't just sit back and eat a hot dog and drink a beer while they listen to Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys.
In other county news, the county school board will hold a called meeting and work session next Monday evening at 6 p.m. in Lowmore. The budget work session will follow some personnel and disciplinary items. Diane Nash, a pioneer of the civil rights movement and peace activist, will be the keynote speaker at a multi-day observance of Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday at WNL in Lexington. Her address will be at the Keller Theater at Lenfest Hall on Sunday, January 15th at 7 p.m. Also at WNL, historian Jonathan Holloway will be the featured speaker at the Founders Day convocation set on January 19th at 5 p.m. at Lee Chapel. And don't forget the musical tribute to Dr. Martin Luther King, which will be held at the historic Masonic Theater on Saturday, January 14th at 2 p.m. At Tuesday's Allegheny County Board of Supervisors meeting, County Administrator Lanford asked the board for permission to pursue a study to possibly provide compressed natural gas for the Lowmore area. Lanford is hoping to get a $15,000 to $20,000 grant from the Allegheny Foundation to fund the study. Here he is on the matter.
Since we've initiated this conversation, there is new technologies emerged as compressed natural gas, served much like propane. A gas pipeline is tapped. There's a compression station that's compressed there, hauled by a tanker, and dropped on site. And it's been very successfully implemented in the New England states. And there's a company that is planning to locate a facility in Appomattox, Express Natural Gas. We worked with the EDC about a year ago to bring that gentleman to our area and held a lunch and learn. He met with industries and businesses in the community. One of the challenges was meeting a threshold that it made it cost a price point that was cost effective for him. The model initially was to have individuals drop for a specific industry or business in our area. When it didn't look like that was going to be feasible from the price point, we started talking about this concept of a centralized location to drop area and then a distribution network of gas lines to serve the Lowmore area, both existing business and future sites.
And now it's time for local obituaries. James Fonner of Lexington died January 2nd. His funeral was held Thursday. Jack Hardy of Covington died January 4th. His funeral is set Saturday at 2 p.m. at the Loving Funeral Home. Charles Bragg Jr. of Huntington, West Virginia died January 1st. His funeral is set Saturday at the Nicely Funeral Home. Robert Rexroad of Lexington died January 4th. Graveside services are set January 9th at the Monterey Cemetery. William Carter Jr. of Lexington died January 4th. His funeral is set Sunday, January 8th at 2 p.m. at the Harrison Funeral Home. Thelma Halsley of Covington died January 4th. Her funeral is set for Friday, January 14th at the Eric Funeral Home. And on Saturday, January 7th, a memorial tribute is scheduled for Robert Childs at the Iron Gate Baptist Church at 2 p.m. For more details of any obituary, log on to AlleghenyJournal.com. How about some local weather? There's a chance of snow before 4 p.m. today with a high near 32. Later, chance of snow mainly before 1 a.m. with lows around 19. Chance of precipitation is about 40%. Saturday, chance of snow again, and depending on the winds, no more than about 1 or 2 inches is predicted, mainly before 8 a.m. There's only 72 more days of winter left, folks, so let's get ready to celebrate. And remember, for these and other stories, feel free to log on to AlleghenyJournal.com. And that's the way it is in Allegheny County on Friday, January 6th, 2017. Thanks for watching Journal TV.